good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Frank Han here, and it is absolutely great to see you here tonight. And tonight I have something groundbreaking technology would love to share with you. It's going to combine the power of a video, we know it's powerful, and your number one asset. Well, what is your number one asset? That is email list, right? So what if there is a way to embed your video within the email itself, right? So that is going to entice some people to click on that animated image to go to your site, to go to your offers, to go to wherever you want to send them, basically. Wouldn't that be cool? You know, for a very, very long time, I want to do this myself, but I can never figure out a way. The answer is there really isn't a way. Because, you know, if you're trying to embed YouTube video inside your email, you know what's going to happen? The email server is going to say, that ain't going to happen. Well, until today, that was the impossible, quote unquote, the impossible. Well, today I'm going to get to very, very exciting to review this groundbreaking technology with you. So you'll be the pioneer, you'll be the first one using this in your email marketing, all right? So, and to get more clicks rate, to make more sales, so be very, very excited. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the reason I have invited my good friend Todd back with us again to talk about this groundbreaking technology he and his team has bring to the marketplace again. I know it's the weekend, but I couldn't hold it because I got a special coupon code for this for you guys. Instant 20% off, dude. Instant 20% off, guys. So I'm gonna share that, you know, how you get that coupon code in a minute, okay? All right, so Todd here, he's gonna be here sharing the awesome power of email. Gonna talk about his story, but from different angle. How email really has, what's the aha moment for him? Has changed his way. He finally can make some serious money with the internet marketing. And we know him love doing videos. So he's also gonna talk about, hey, what is the future of video? What type of video? Now we gotta explain to you. We got a PowerPoint slides. We got the things I'm doing right now, person to person. Which of the medium, which of the platform is gonna work the most in the future, all right? Is a video still the future, or is kind of old and passed away, you know? He's gonna discuss all that inside this interview. And toward the end of the interview, he's gonna show you exactly how this piece of technology works. In fact, you're gonna be really, really surprised by the results he's getting. He's gonna show you a percentage of increase of a click-through by using this groundbreaking technology. He just basically just tested, and it works great, and he's so excited to share with you all. And I'm gonna let you guys figure out what that exact percentage is. It's something gonna be, wow, I want to have that kind of percentage, okay? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please let me introduce to you the Email Click Magnet. Email Click Magnet, made by the Easy Web Player people, okay? And it's called the Email Click Magnet. So what is the Email Click Magnet? Well, with the current technology, you can't really embed a full length of video in there. But what if there is a way to embed a animated GIF inside your email that looks like a video player that's actually playing without the voice, without the sound? So when people are watching that, they want to kind of, why isn't this video playing? So they want to click on it. And so guess what? That makes you click to shoot to the roof, isn't it? And it's going to look like a video player. People will know this is not a video player, okay? Let's just put it that way. It looks exactly like it has a loading time, has a delay time, it has a play button. So you just really want people just want to click and see it. Trust me, all right? Just trust me on that. And you know, I'll play with it a little bit here. It's super easy to set up, and you can download. You have two options. You can taking the HTML code straight embed to your email, or you can download the GIF image, which generate host at your own hosting, and do your regular image insert. That's two different ways to do it. I will be doing demo of that tomorrow a little bit inside my review, so stay tuned for that as well. And the price is excellent point. I think, don't quote me on it, I don't know what the price is yet, but I think it's gonna be around $17. Shh, don't tell anybody, all right? Shh, don't tell anybody. I'm not supposed to say that. So about $17, but I'm gonna give you more discount on that, okay, all right? So let's come back to the interview here for a second, okay? By the way, that price might change by the time you get there, so there's no guarantee, all right? That's the last time when I took a peek, that's what he says, okay? All right, so let's come back to the interview here for a second. So Todd's gonna be here sharing his awesome internet marketing story. The guy's come from a television background. It's weatherman, and it's also the top affiliate on JVZoo. So to sum it up, this guy knows what he's doing, okay? Anything he says, you want to listen. And in fact, I was his student back in the days, and look how far I got, right? So so this guy's great. He knows what he's doing, so he's gonna be here teaching you videos, email marketing, and especially this new trick he's implementing and what kind of results you'll be getting as well, okay? Well, he is getting, so you probably virtually can do the same, right? So you're gonna be really enjoying this interview here. All right, so here is the great stuff. It's gonna be launching at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's no early bird, but I got you a special coupon code, okay? Just look out inside your email, okay? It's not gonna be on the page anymore because I want to give it to the people who are my subscribers. Now, if you're not on my list, it's a great time to sign up. If you sign up, we'll hook you up with a coupon code, okay? All right, so this coupon code are reserved just for the people, my fans and loyal customers. Hook you up with instant 20% off. Not only just for the front end offer, there's another coupon code for the OTO as well, okay? So it's gonna be great. I highly recommend you go there early, grab this at the lowest possible price so we can send you all kinds of awesome bonuses, okay? All right, as usual. All right, I think you guys are gonna really love this, okay? All right, so yeah. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's all go enjoying this awesome interview. And I think you're really enjoying this brand new technology, and I'm very excited to share with you. I think this is going to be a groundbreaking marketing tool for you to increase your revenues, click-through rates, make your customer fresh, because they've never seen this thing before. And I was like, whoa, how the hell you do that? Let me click on it. That's exactly what you want to do, right? So you guys gonna see this thing in live action, and stay tuned, watch a very short demo video about this, so you know exactly what you'll be getting into and how this is gonna really benefit you. So until next time, this is your friend Han. Let's go enjoy this awesome interview, and please keep smiling and have a great weekend, and I will be talking to you very soon. Cheers! Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Han here, and it is absolutely great to see you here tonight. And tonight I'm very excited to have my great friend Todd back with us again and share another ninja secret that literally just came out. It's going to be using powerful email. We know that's our #1 asset, and using powerful video again for all my video marketer friends and fans here. And how do you take those two important elements in your business combined together to make a very unique asset for your business? So he's going to be here discussing that. And what I'm more exciting to share with you is actually share this brand new technology, literally going to change the way you do email marketing and video marketing, or any kind of marketing actually, if you think about it, to kind of share this technology with you and let you taking this over, you know, bring more business into your business. All right, so before we get into all this excitement here, let's kind of learn how Todd got started with internet marketing, and most importantly, what he do exactly to achieve the level of success he has today. So Todd, could you kind of take over the mic, share your unique internet marketing story with us again?
Sure, I'm going to, expand on it a little bit and talk about a lot about the email marketing I've done over the years.
Right.
I'm really excited. I'm sort of like a kid in a candy store, but with the candy to hand out, because that's what I feel like right now. I have my hands on a piece of software that is so important and so cool and works so well, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. I started in email marketing and in video marketing, which are the two things we're going to be talking about tonight, back basically in 2006. Now, some of you know my history before that as a weatherman on TV, a meteorologist on TV. Some of you know that back in the 1990s, I also delved into internet marketing, not realizing that I was doing it, and that I'm a pioneer in doing reviews online and actually creating blogs before blogs existed.
Mm-hmm.
However, my basic internet marketing for money, for the most part, started later. It started in 2006 I went from full-time to part-time television, and I actually did full-time internet marketing right off the bat by later 2006, and I immediately hit email marketing as my main form of doing business online. Prior to October 2006, it wasn't. I was doing videos for other marketers. I was doing video interviews exactly like you're doing right now with me, Han. Back in 2006, it was a little rougher than what you do. It didn't come out as good, but
Well,
I
the
was doing it.
technology wasn't there though, so there you
It's
go.
true. I interviewed people such as Joel Comm, Sean Casey, um, and I definitely, had a place there in doing interviews online, but I didn't yet have an email list. I knew it was something I should build. Also, I was doing AdSense, a lot of AdSense. So I had a blog. I was getting clicks to the blog, but I wasn't making enough money. When I started to build a list of leads back in late 2006 by joining forces with Derek Van Dyke and producing a product, we called it Squeeze Videos. And by getting that product out there, we were able to collect leads for people that were interested in the product, people that bought the product. We were able to gain leads from that. That became our list. And from there, I never stopped. So one thing that I'll tell you right off the bat, 2006, October to November 2014, I've really not missed one day in email marketing in that entire time period.
Oh wow, that's
I'm actually more consistent than anyone that I know in that time span. And anybody else that I know that dropped out and then got back into it, looked into other things, it was generally not as successful as I was. And I do credit my success to my persistence in email marketing the whole time. So by not wavering at all, and being mostly an affiliate over the years. I mean, even to this day, when I produce products and join with people to produce products like this on a regular basis, I'm still more of an affiliate than a product producer. I actually crank out the products much less frequently than I crank out promotions for good products that other people own and I'm the affiliate for. And that's what my emails are generally promoting. So whether it's promoting a webinar, whether it's promoting a product of somebody else's in the internet marketing niche and all the sub niches that are involved, especially video niche, I've produced videos, of course, and I've gotten those videos out there via the email, but I always had a problem. I couldn't show the video in the email.
Right.
Rely on the link to bring someone over to the video. And I never was able to fully overcome that problem until today. So some of you watching in the last couple of days have gotten an email from me, and you actually saw in the email, because I was testing, as you'll see live in a moment, you'll actually see that I sent out a video in the email that played. And even though it's a pseudo video, it's still a video, and you'll see what I mean in just a few moments when we talk about it.
Great. I'm personally very excited to kind of see this technology, and especially the amazing results we keep kind of mentioning here. I want to see it. Right now, my solution was kind of like I guess the second best solution. It just snack an image in my video, have a little play button on the top. But I think yours is gonna be much better though.
Yeah, it's a similar but better solution.
Right. So to kind of knowing what you've been to, because you've been to this internet marketing field for a very long time now. What would it be some of the solid advice you can give to someone who just starting out with that internet marketing, perhaps still looking at different areas, hasn't found their focus there? What would it be? Maybe give one or two solid tips to them.
Well, it's difficult because everybody wants to move in different directions, and the only direction that I've found suitable for myself, not for other people, but for myself, has been this promoting of affiliate products. I find it very reliable. Now, I guess the tip I'd give is, in order to build your list, if you have no list and you have no product to, gain leads from as they came in and bought your product, I'd say would be to use Facebook and to create some really hot downloads that you know that people will be able to use in whatever niche you want. And I could give a tip of what would work right now. So I always think when I give a tip, I always think, well, what would I do if I was totally starting over again,
Mhm,
right?
mhm, mhm.
Because I reached a realization about 2 years ago. I used to have trouble sleeping at night because I was worried if all of a sudden I lost all my lists, what would I do, right? So I guard those lists like crazy. But if I did lose them, I came to a realization about 2 years ago, it wouldn't be that hard to get them back. I could get leads on any day, and it'd be easy. And one of the easy ways that I would do it I would take some really great images that I had resale rights to, as an example, or great video images, and I would put it on Facebook, and I would offer it up to anybody that basically gave me their email address. So that would be one way that I would be immediately able to jump back into the game, because I know a lot of people could use that and a lot of people would need it and would take me up on that offer. Now, you could do that for any valuable material. That's just the first thing that popped in my mind when you asked the question. I said, well, I could give some images, but you could give anything. You could give weight loss tips if you want to be in the weight loss niche. That's a crowded niche, but if you want to build a list in that particular niche and you are on a diet, like I was on a diet, I went from 180 to 144.
Oh,
If you
wow.
want to do that, document how you got from 180 to 144 if you're a guy. Well, guess what? You could put it all down on paper and you could offer that as a free solution. And you could go into groups on Facebook and offer that. So that's how I would do it. I would pick anything that you want to get into and give something away valuable and build a list by not allowing them to get the free download without at least having an opportunity to check you out more, where you'll then get their opt-in or actually make them opt in right in Facebook in order to get their free download. So that's how I would build the list if I had nothing right now. I'd actually use something like Facebook, which has audiences all over the place that you could find.
Right, and since you give one tips, I want to kind of give out one of mine as well. The one thing when you're doing your niche research, you need looking for if there is a forum in that niche. It means that people come together to discuss on the topic. So if there is one, also put a free giveaway on the forum as well. I found that to be very, very useful at generating targeted leads as well, because those people are already passionate about it.
Well, you're actually an expert at this, and I always use you as an example when I'm in other interviews. So I say,
Mm.
well, why don't you just do it the hand fan way? And
Mhm.
that's that you are able to put things in other people's products. So
Mhm.
if you have something that's really valuable, like I gave that image example before, so you find out somebody else that is doing a product that is basically selling images or selling videos, for backgrounds or whatever to make a video look really good. You can offer them something right there in their back end, right in their download area as a free offer,
Mhm.
and you'll get traffic from that and you'll build a list from that. And I often cite that as the hand fan way.
That's right. So I think we have so many different ways to build leads. It's just a matter of you get down dirty and do it, not afraid to do it. I really, really taking that action here. So let's kind of jump into talk about. Let's talk about. I know being asked this so many times to you, but who wouldn't be the better person to ask it than you, right? Because so why, for those who are not into video yet, they're not doing a video, let's talk about first of all why video is going to become even more powerful, more impactful in the coming years.
I saw, we spoke about some predictions last time we spoke, and I've already seen some of that start to happen. My friend Jeremy Gislason just emailed me not an hour ago showing me a new button that he had in his video. I don't think it's mobile friendly yet, but it was a button that was embedded in the video that makes you buy straight from the video, and I believe that that's going to go over to mobile. So the important thing to remember is that everything's going to become more and more video oriented, as it has been all along gravitating towards. I mean, it's been happening in some places fast, such as YouTube taking over in an instant, to video and emails, which is going along very slowly because of the technology and the restrictions on putting videos in emails. And that's going to become commonplace, videos and emails eventually. But the first step is to do a video and an email like what I am going to present today for you, um, which is basically a short video and an email. And you'll get to see exactly how that works and how it's gravitating towards that. So the point is that as we move along, everything is gravitating towards that. So what's the solution if you're not good on video? Well, there really is no need to be good on video. You could either do it with just music and words, or you could do a voiceover. You could use Explaindio, or Video Maker FX, or Easy Sketch Pro, or Explaindio. Oh, did we say that already?
Yeah.
And that's an example of how you could put together really hot-looking videos that you don't necessarily need to be in yourself. You can actually have characters that are in them and that are telling the story for you. But you need to start becoming more accustomed to that, especially if you look towards youth. Anyone that's young already knows how to do this and is going to be growing older and taking over. So you might as well join the video revolution before it passes you by. So anyone interested in marketing, whether it's for their own product, their offline business, or as an affiliate, really needs to use video one way or another. And it's just, if it's something that is bothersome to you, you really need to take the time to learn an easy program like Explaindio, to actually put these things together.
All right, that's a great to put it. So what would you say to someone? Because I think there's still kind of two school of the people. There are people like you and I spend tremendous time creating video almost every day, and there's another school of, I think maybe the old school people say, hey, well, the ugly video works best. The ugly sales page still works. What would you just say to those people if you had the chance?
Well, I'm totally wrong about the ugly sales page. I mean, I step into launches now and I just slap a video on top of it and I just totally change it around. So in other words, if there's somebody that launches a product, I'll take my video and put it and hover it over the product for my own use, and then bring my crowd of people to that, and it just changes the conversions aspect of it amazingly well. So explaining something before you go to a straight sales page, bringing someone to a video beforehand really helps tremendously. And that is just a given, that everything should be revolving around the video on a sales page. It shouldn't be the other way around. Everything shouldn't be revolving around the copy on the page. It should be revolving around the content of the video. So I'm not even going to dignify that with a real answer, that part. But the ugly sales video, which is like a PowerPoint video where you talk over it, versus the new kind of video, which is like the Explaindio and Video Maker FX type videos, or the ones even that you're doing a stand-up and talking, those kind of videos versus the old ugly sales letter, ugly PowerPoint videos, I haven't split tested myself. I know that it's becoming more and more hokey and corny looking to see that PowerPoint style video with just talking. It's becoming old. And just like black and white TV turned old, I think that's the time has come for that to move aside, since we're able to put together television-like commercials now on an amateur level. We're able to do it as amateurs. I've cheated myself over the years because I do these talking videos into the camera, and those kind of videos, the stand-up videos like you do and I do, we're kind of skipping past necessarily having to use some of the fancy techniques. Like on mine, I don't think I do as much of a production as on yours, because I'm just getting the message and relaying it across. But I should be using more music as an example, and I should be using a little bit more production value. I do things very quick and dirty, very, very just get out there with my message. But as these better video producers come out, eventually it's going to make me obsolete as well. It's going to look wrong for me to just talk into the camera eventually. I should have some production around that. But right now I'm getting away with that, so I'm taking a shortcut right now. But the point is, those that use just the PowerPoint slides with writing, and you read to the writing on the PowerPoint slides, I think that's becoming old, but I haven't split tested that yet against the newer kind.
I'm glad I asked that question, because that's something that I always wondered. And I think I totally agree with you. I think
as the technology evolves, as the bandwidth increases, getting cheaper and cheaper, as YouTube evolves, I think the I think YouTube is going to take over television studios. I think it's already happening right now as we speaking. So as the internet
Yeah.
marketer, you got to be smart to how do you take part of that traffic, make
Well,
some
I
money.
will tell you this. Remember, I work in television, and
Mhm.
although I haven't actually stepped into the studio in 2 years now, because I'm on call, and there's been no hurricanes, so I actually haven't stepped in the studio for a while.
Uh-huh.
Um, I will tell you that there's this fear inside the television stations that is pervasive, that they are out, that they're gone,
Mm,
that their time has come. And
mm,
they're particularly worried about cable TV,
mhm,
which is targeted like we do targeting in internet marketing. It's more targeted.
mhm,
And they're also worried about the internet. And they try to make the switch themselves, but it's tough because they're not really internet marketing people. They don't know internet advertising and such, so they haven't really made that transition. And I noticed from the recent presidential campaign that they didn't make the transition to using social media properly this
mhm,
time around.
mhm.
So there's a lot of people that are still falling behind. There's a lot of room to still stay in the forefront for people watching this interview.
Mm. I totally agree with that because you want to be a step ahead of everybody. That's how you win in business. You want to have that foreseeable future before anybody else see it. And for those who are watching this, congratulations and listen to this because Todd just gave you a probably like $1 million idea if you really take this idea, run with it, and taking action with it. So, yes, I think like I have cable internet only. I don't have a cable TV, although they're trying to sell me every single day on that package. I just don't buy it because there's no point. You can just watch the stuff on YouTube and other websites as well.
That's true.
Why? And if you look at the cable subscribers, it's falling every single
Yeah, but you
day.
see, you're a good example because you're coming into this fairly fresh. You didn't grow up necessarily with American television,
Right.
and you're representing a whole new group of people that are going to be growing up,
Mhm.
and it's just going to accelerate that change. Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Awesome, awesome. So my next question, to my favorite question of the day, is how do you, taking the power of email and powerful video, combine them together to make such a powerful marketing tool for your business? How do people watching this, how can they do the same as well?
Well, we have that tool for you, and Sean Pringle is actually the person that thought it up. Now, I've done this before, and I'll tell you what it is. The big reveal is basically we have software that creates what looks like real videos inside your emails that perform various different tricks so that it really looks like a video. It really is, in fact, a video inside your email that leads you to the main video that you want to bring someone to. So you're combining video marketing with your emails. And the thing is, Sean thought of this idea of creating a mind trick. And I'll show you what that trick is in just a moment visually. But I just want to give him the kudos first. He's a partner of mine from Easy Web Video. And what we've done is we've produced a series of products that you may be aware of, such as Video Marketing Publisher, which was a small version of Easy Web Video. And we also had Easy Web Video eBay, which was the way that we were able to post ads in eBay with Easy Web Videos. Again, a reduced version. Now we have a reduced version of Easy Web Video again that you get. So you actually do get a video player, and you get the ability to take a video and kind of shrink it down and do all kinds of things to it first. But then you're able to take that video, bring it into our service, and then you're able to perform tricks with it in emails. And that's what I'm going to show you. So I'm going to share my screen, and please bear with me because I'm going to be jumping around a little bit. And the demo is just out today. Our favorite demo. We've had some demos before, but this is our favorite demo. This is just out today, and I just sent my first email test today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share that screen, if I could find the right screen.
And do talk about the results you're getting today, recently. I think people are
Yeah, I
very
will.
see
I
it.
absolutely will. So right now, the first thing you're seeing is the actual, you're seeing an actual inside demo of the software. Now I'm going to move this over and let me know if you still see it. And do you still see my screen where circled at the bottom it says create click magnet? Do you see that?
I see your entire screen right now. I see the quote mark on the screen. Does that make
All right. Now you see it, right?
Yeah, I see it. I see the website.
All right. Very good.
Okay.
All right. So the first thing I'm going to do, I think I'm going to show you the result rather than show you how we made that. So this is an email, for instance, that I sent out today. So at first you're going to say, wait a minute, that's just an image. But not so fast. Let's back out and take a look at that again. I have to find it, of course. But so when this image first loaded, when this email first loaded, it went like this. I loaded the email, and look what's happening right here. You see in the center, it looks like it's loading there in the center. And now I'm going to come on to that, and now watch what happens at the bottom. Here it looks like it's loading here as well.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
Okay. And now it's going to throw an arrow. So now, just like a regular video would, after it loads, the arrow then comes up, and now you want to click it.
Yeah, because you see all that stuff happening and say, why it's not playing? Let's click on it.
Right. Now, that's just some of the things that we can do to make this look like you have to click it. And I'll show you more things in a second, but let me just show you what happens when you click it. It then goes to your video.
Hi, it's Todd Gross.
Okay, so basically this little trickiness of it loading and all that is going to create better results. So I know you wanted to see the results, so before I show you even more, I want to check my latest results because I haven't checked them since the beginning of our conversation, all right? And when I split test this today, I actually made a critical error the first time that created poor results compared to how it was later on in the day. All right, so let me show you my results. These are results earlier, and I'll refresh this screen in just a moment.
Okay.
And the bottom two links here, we're looking at this link is how many clicks happened with that very email you just saw with the video in it, and how many clicks happened without the video in it. So as you can see there, it was 373 versus 339, which is good, but it's not huge, right? Well, there were several errors that I made, and one of the big errors I made was I didn't also put a link in the email. So let me show you what I mean.
You didn't put a link? Oh, wow.
So in this case, you see how I have the video right here, and I also had this link under the video?
Right.
I left that link out previously.
Oh.
So some people that didn't have their images turned on, and it turned out to be a lot of people, weren't able to click anything. So I basically poisoned my own results. Despite poisoning my results, we still had more people clicking right here by a significant margin on the one with the video in it than the one with the video not in it, because I sent out two, one with video, one without. Later in the day, I fixed that problem, and you could see it was 93 versus 51. Now, I really am not sure when I refresh this what the results are, so I could be totally embarrassed here. I don't know, but I'm going to refresh it, and we'll see what the latest results are.
Go up. There you go.
144 versus 88. Now, I'm going to take out my calculator, okay? And it's a very simple math to do to figure out how much better these video emails are doing. Because this is a split test. It went 50-50, all right, to the same group. 144 divided by 88 means I had a 64% increase in click-throughs. 64% using this method. Now, just to make sure that that's true, let's go right into my Aweber.
Oh, no, maintenance.
All right, this is Aweber. I don't know when it last refreshed, because it refreshed automatically, it looks like to me.
Sometimes there's a delay. There you go. You updated just now. It went up.
136 to 86.
It's about it, right?
144 to 88. Interesting. All right. So we have better results with the clicks in all cases so far today, whenever we've tested. All right, in terms of having the video versus the plain link email.
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody done like this before. I know people can embed image, but it's not like moving, like the one you showed us.
Right, so let me show you how that works. So Sean is actually on this demo here, and he's going to show you how to set it up. So after you get your video uploaded using our little easy web video player, and it's uploaded, then this is the link that will be hot for you. This will be the one that will be alive, and it says create click magnet. Okay, right there. Now let's see what happens when he creates create click magnet, when he clicks it.
And I click on create click magnet. Now I don't have any click magnets created for this particular video, so I click new click magnet. Now in here, this is where all the magic happens. So here's a preview of the video. Now I can select any 16-second clip by using the drag bars here to select any 16-second clip to be my animated image, and I can add the YouTube lookalike player controls at the bottom and the play button here. But for this example, I'm going to leave the default set. I'm just going to call this, example magnet, something like that. And now I'll show you how cool this is. So this is where all the magic happens under this mimics section. So I can add these mimics, which make it look like a video playing inside of an email, which is really cool because you can't play a video inside of an email because email clients don't allow it. So I'm going to select to have a preloader show for, well, I don't know, 6 seconds. I'm going to have a buffer bar, this buffer bar here, it looks like this, show for, let's say another 4 seconds. I also want to have an elements bar on here, which just shows the timer. And this video happens to be 1 minute 39 seconds, so I'll just make it the same length, make it look like the same length. So I'm going to put 139 in here, and I'll leave that. And now I want to use the still image only, so I'm going to select this so that after the preloader circles around for a while in the animation and the buffer bar loads, the still frame is going to show with the play button on it, which is really cool. So I'm going to use still image only. I can put a web address in there, so this is a clickable image inside any email, but for this demonstration I won't do that because you don't really need to. So I'm just going to click on create click magnet and show you what happens. Okay, my click magnet has been created. Now let me show you what this looks like. I'll just click OK, and I'll scroll down. I can download this click magnet. I can copy the HTML code to put it in any email program, autoresponder program like Aweber, MailChimp, iContact, Constant Contact, works with all of them. Or I can copy the design, simply copy and paste into any program like Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, whatever, and Outlook as well. So let me just show you this. If I was to copy this and put it in this is what it'll look like in the email. So you see how it goes around the preloader, and then here's the buffer bar at the bottom, come up. This is what's going to show up right inside of the email, and then bam, and there's that play button. So don't you think this is going to get a lot of clicks? The answer is yes, absolutely. We've tested it, and it does generate a lot more clicks. Let me show you that one more time. I'm going to close this. See, so it's going to have the preloader. This is what's going to show up right inside of the email. And then here's, you see the buffer bar animation going like this. Looks like a real video right inside of an email. And bam, there's the play button. How cool is that?
Oh, cool.
All right, so hopefully you were able to hear that. It was a little fuzzy, but if you're able to see what was going on there, you could see that you were able to actually do 5 separate things to make the video look like it was live.
Now, I got one quick question as I'm watching that. Can you, basically you can redirect that link to any page, right?
Right, that's what that was at the end, yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, when you paste stuff, is it like a piece of code? What are you exactly pasting into your Aweber?
Yeah, it's a good question. It is going to be a very short piece of code. It's HTML code, so you have to do it in an HTML email. And in Aweber, as an example, which I used today, I just was able to paste that right into the HTML option. I used what they call the previous message editor because I, used Aweber from way back. 2006 is when I got Aweber. So I used the original message editor to do it, and I just went into the HTML portion of it, and I didn't even put anything in the regular text portion of the email.
Okay. Cool. All right. All right, you're back. All right, cool. So this is very, very exciting. So it's definitely going to increase collector rate. It's going to definitely keep your list fresh, like we talked about a little bit ahead of time. Is like, people never seen this kind of stuff being done before. So when you have this in your email marketing message, they're going to be totally blown away. Like, whoa, what's going on here? Then entices them to even want to click more, right? To check things out.
Yes, that's very true. At this point, it's so fresh and new that it's a big advantage if you use this now as compared to other marketers. And I do think it will take a while to become commonplace. And I think that you'll be ahead of the curve because, as I said, eventually video emails are going to become commonplace. That's my prediction.
Yes, I think eventually you can actually buy the stuff right inside the email.
Yeah, it's going to occur to everybody that this is a priority that has to be, dealt with right away.
All right, so cool, awesome. So let me jump into the question about the funnel itself. So let's again talk about the name of the product, time of the launch, and who's going to be really benefit for it.
Okay, it's Email Click Magnet. It's going to be Saturday. We're not sure. That's the what's the date, Han? I have very little sleep like you. Saturday is the 22nd.
Let me put on my calendar up.
22nd.
22nd, yes.
Which is coming right up. It's supposed to be 9 in the morning, but I'm not sure on the exact time. You'll have to post that right here with the video. And we're going to try to get you a discount either through an early bird or through a coupon, one or the other.
Okay, cool.
And again, we'll be more specific on that date. What we've done is we've been rushing all week long to make sure that this gets out there to you, that people will be able to use this right out of the box. We were very, very eager to get it out, not just for our own, just because we wanted to launch a product. That's just simply not true. We don't even have time to launch a product right now. We're just so excited about sharing this because when we saw it, we said, this is so cool that we wanted to just get it out. So I don't expect you'll see tons of emails from people. We have told hardly anybody about it. Han will be one of the few people telling you about it. And we're just so excited about it. We couldn't wait to get it out there.
Right. I like to share the ninja tips to all my people. So let's talk about, again, so it's probably going to be around 9 o'clock, but still finalize that. So just look at my email. I'll let you guys know for sure. So let's talk about exactly what they're getting inside the front end.
Okay. Now, I'm trying to refresh my memory. In the front end is actually a huge amount of stuff, and we haven't settled on the price yet, but I don't think it's going to be more than what we sold the Easy Web Video eBay for, which was in that $20 range, okay? But there's a similarity. There's a very strong similarity, and the similarity is you also get a video player that you're going to be able to use to create these email click magnets. Now, some of you already have some of the other features, such as Video Marketing Publisher or Easy Web Video eBay. So you know what I'm talking about if you're one of those people. So you may say, well, what do I get for it? What you'll get for it, if you already have it, is you'll get that email click magnet turned on in your account, right? And we'll have a support address in case it doesn't get turned on for any reason, but it will be turned on in your account. And that's what you will get. For those that don't have the original player, you will get the player as well, so that you'll be able to massage your video first. You'll be able to put it inside a player and have it do various different things, such as resize the player. You'll be able to do multiple videos in the player. And it's just an added benefit that you get these extra features, not just the email click magnet feature. And that's what you'll be getting. So it's actually an all-encompassing video player that you're getting, which goes beyond just getting the email click magnet if you don't already have that player. Now, on the inside, we have a complete course, an interview series as one of the one-time offers from Michael Creasa about email marketing. He interviewed me and other big internet marketers such as Joel Comm. There's more, though, and it's been such a busy week, I don't remember the additional things on the inside, and I'm embarrassed to say that I know there's even more than that. But I will tell you that you have this incredibly useful email marketing series of interviews on the inside in the one-time offer. And the stuff that I share inside the interview is similar to what we saw today, but about 10 times as much of those tips that I gave you, Han.
Okay.
So it's
Alright.
literally 10 times as much of what I shared with you here today. The interview is just packed with my tips, and that's just me. Then there's the other guys that are interviewed about email marketing. And as I said, there's even more than that. So it comes packed with another feature as well. And I am so embarrassed. I'm going to look it up myself because I actually forgot, and that's like, so you guys know how hard Han and I work. So you know,
We haven't had a sleep.
yeah, but I'm going to look it up now so that I don't come up empty-handed while you give our folks another tip, Han.
All right, so the tip of the day is work hard. Work hard.
That's what I said before. I said, give me a tip, Han. And that's all he said. He says, work hard.
10x. There you go.
Oh, yes. How could I forget? One of the coolest things about this is that you can add text onto those videos, text overlays onto those videos as they're unfolding. And that's in the one-time offer. So you get both the interviews and you get that feature where you could put text which tells people exactly what they should be doing, which would increase your conversions even more.
So like annotations for YouTube, or?
Yeah, it's similar to annotations, but they're big. Yeah, it's annotations. Yeah.
So are they two different OTOs or just one?
It's one OTO, and then if you don't want the interviews, there's a downsell, which you could just get the text overlays.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, very good.
You know what?
Thank you for letting me look that up. I was too embarrassed.
So what is the price for that? What's the range?
Well, we're looking at, as I said, under $20 for which is an amazing price, and that's just to start, obviously, for the email click magnet. So all this functionality and including the video player for under $20, it looks like. And then we're looking at that combo product of the interviews and the additional text overlay to be somewhere in the $30 range. And then beyond that, it looks like you'll be able to get a discount off of that if you just want the text overlays. So that's what we're looking at roughly. As I said, we're still fine-tuning those price points.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So that's all the OTOs, right?
Oh, yeah, we don't have anything loaded, nothing expensive. We're not putting anything on there that's not related to the product directly. This is just a tool that is absolutely hot. It's a butt kicker tool that's going to just increase your click-throughs amazingly well, and it's obvious why, and I think everybody should get it. I think after people watch this, they'll be chomping at the bit to get this.
Okay, great. I think that's about all the questions I need to ask you here today, Todd. And one last question. Oh, is that one last question, right? And as people watching this interview, they know how powerful this is. I'm not sure. I'm hearing a little bit echo here. Let me change the setting very quick.
All right, I got mine down.
Yeah, I'm like hearing.
Try it now. I put my audio down.
Okay. All right. Can you still hear me? Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, all right. So as people watching this, as I was saying, they know how powerful email is, know how powerful video is, and after the demo, they even want more to get this to be even the first one to have in their marketplace, right? So people increase their conversion rate. So they want to buy this, they want to get this, but everybody has a little voice on the back of their head telling them, don't get it, don't buy it. What I call the negative voice. So my question to you, Todd, is what makes this product so unique that you absolutely go grab during the launching period?
I think you said it in the question. It's unique. I mean, it is something that's ahead of the game. It's where the future of text emails are going, and it's one step above and ahead of everybody else. And if you know anything about my marketing, you know that I've always stayed one step ahead, just like you have, Han, and you've adopted that same psyche. I mean, these interviews that you do on a constant basis are absolutely, revolutionary in internet marketing because they're so consistent. And, we make
I
a
say
good
work
amount
hard.
of money at this. This is our full-time living, and we make a good amount of money because we do things in a very cutting-edge fashion. When we get a tool that is going to increase our clicks, we know that that adds to your bottom line. So if you want to make more money from your emails, then this is obviously a tool that you should not ignore. It increases your click-through rates tremendously, and it's just a wonderful idea to stay ahead of everybody else and get more clicks. It's pretty simple. It's ahead of the curve, and it's unique, like you said, and therefore it's going to make you more money.
Right. So it's again, if you guys watching this, is very very important in business to stay ahead of your competition. And looking at Facebook, looking at Google, what do they have? They see the vision of that before anybody else sees. And it's that little stuff about, I would say, even just 1% or even 10% of stuff you do better than your competition are really going to help you win at the end of the business game. I mean, it is a very very tough and competitive market. So this, I believe, this tool is going to really, really set yourself apart from your competition, because I guarantee your competition don't have this right now.
That's true.
And remember, if you don't buy it, the chances are your competition going to get it.
You know, we all work together, but it's true that we do have to stay ahead of the other guy. I mean, it's just the way life is, and that's the way, you know, business is, and this will bring you to that goal.
Right. So guys, you have it, and please stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching this, and please stay tuned. Watch a very very short sales plus demo video to know exactly what you're getting and how this is gonna get more click-through rate, save you money and time at the same time as well. And Todd, thank you so much for spending your time with us. Now, before we go, you know I'm gonna ask that one question, and do you have the final word of wisdom today?
Yeah. Okay. So I usually give a tip at the very end. Thank you, Han, for doing that. First of all, one tip is to dress warm when you're down in your basement studio because it's cold. The tip of the day is that if you do email marketing, one of the biggest questions anyone has ever asked me is, how often should I mail? All right?
Right.
That's a tough question. But the obvious answer is not too often, but I'm going to give you the not so obvious answer. So you don't want to mail more than one time per day unless there's a reason. But the not so obvious answer is you have to mail at least a certain amount of time before people lose interest in you. And I would say that would be once a week. If you don't mail more than once a week, and then all of a sudden you send an email because you think you're so hot because you have a big list, when you send that email after a month, people are going to scratch their heads. They're going to say, who is this guy and why is he talking to me now? And they're going to potentially unsubscribe from your list. So try to keep it up at least once every week or so in between those periods of time when you have things that you want to share. You can do it with follow-up emails, as they're called, but they tend not to be so fresh. I like broadcast emails or blasts, as they're called. The reason I like them is because they're always fresh. They're always talking about what's happening right now. But you have to discipline yourself to make sure you don't forget about your list. Because I know so many big marketers, the guru-type guys, Han, that make that mistake, and boy, do they pay for it. Their list becomes totally dead, and then they're not able to reach them and get the support that they got previously because they didn't mail enough. So that's my tip of the day.
All right. So I want to kind of dig one level down, if you don't mind. So let's say Todd's gonna go vacation for a week. What kind of email would you be sending to them? Like, just give a little bit more hint here.
Well, if I'm going on vacation, I could share the fact that I'm going on vacation and continue to tell a story about yourself so that they understand and therefore they feel like they're part of it. All right, so that's one thing you could do. Okay. The other thing you could do is you could actually schedule an email while you're away to make sure that they're staying in touch with you. So it's not necessarily a follow-up series that they're getting from you where they're getting timed series, but in that case, you're just timing it out. So if I'm away for a week and I wanted to make sure to reach somebody, I would have an email go out. So on a recent trip I took a couple of weeks ago, I sent out emails in that fashion daily And I also tried to get in there and send out an email so that I didn't lose the story of my connection with them. So that's actually a separate tip in itself, is that you should tell some kind of story that's continuous when you're emailing people. It should have a theme, a beginning, middle, and hopefully not end, but it should it should be a running theme rather than you coming out of nowhere.
Actually, the tip he gave out is a $1 million tip right here. Let me just put that way. So, all right, thank you, Todd, so much. I think I kept you long enough tonight, and you probably want to go to bed at this point. So, thank you again for your time, and I think a lot of people are going to be very, very excited about this product, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you very, very soon. Cheers.
Thank you. Bye now.
All right, bye-bye.
Hey, it's Todd Gross. Welcome to Email Click Magnet. You know, I've been email marketing since 2006, and I'm always looking for ways to bring my older lists back to life and to increase the clicks on the links that I send out. And until now, I've never had much success doing that, to be quite frank. And I'm happy to announce that I have teamed up with Michael Creasa and Sean Pringle, and we've increased the clicks on our links by 50%. And not only that, we've been able to actually take some of my old lists from all the way back in 2006, 2007, and they're showing interest again. How are we doing this? Well, Michael is here now, and he's going to talk about exactly how we're able to achieve such a monumental feat for any email marketer. Michael?
It's one thing to have a really cool headline. It's another to have awesome body copy. But if somebody doesn't actually click on your message, then it's all for naught. We've slayed that dragon by incorporating, are you ready for this? Video in your email. I know, girlfriend, that sounds ridiculous, but it's true. Video inside your email. I'm so excited. I'm going to show you right now on my screen as my partner Sean Pringle demos this for you. It will rock your world and take your email marketing to a whole different level. Come on and take a look.
Okay, so this is pretty cool. I'm inside Todd's account. Let me show you how easy it is to create a click magnet. So this is just a video that he's got in his account. It's just a sample, but this is super easy. So I just scroll down underneath the video, any video in the account I can do this for, and I click on Create Click Magnet. Now, I don't have any click magnets created for this particular video, so I click New Click Magnet. And now in here, this is where all the magic happens. So here's a preview of the video, and now I can select any 16-second clip by using the drag bars here to select any 16-second clip to be my animated image, and I can add the YouTube lookalike player controls at the bottom and the play button here. But for this example, I'm going to leave the default set, and I'm just going to call this, example magnet, something like that. And now I'll show you how cool this is. So this is where all the magic happens under this mimic section. So I can add these mimics, which make it look like a video playing inside of an email, which is really cool because you can't play a video inside of an email because email clients don't allow it. So I'm going to select to have a preloader show for, 6 seconds. And I'm going to have a buffer bar, this buffer bar here, that looks like this, show for, let's say another 4 seconds. And I also want to have an elements bar on here, which just shows the timer. And this video happens to be 1 minute 39 seconds, so I'll just make it the same length, make it look like the same length. So I'm going to put 139 in here, and I'll leave that. And now I want to use the still image only, so I'm going to select this so that after the preloader circles around for a while in the animation and the buffer bar loads, the still frame is going to show with a play button on it, which is really cool. So I'm going to use still image only. I can put a web address in there, so this is a clickable image inside any email, but for this demonstration I won't do that because you don't really need to. So I'm just going to click on Create Click Magnet and show you what happens. Okay, my click magnet has been created. Now let me show you what this looks like. I'll just click OK, and I'll scroll down. I can download this click magnet. I can copy the HTML code to put it in any email program, autoresponder program like Aweber, MailChimp, iContact, Constant Contact, works with all of them. Or I can copy the design, simply copy and paste into any program like Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, whatever, and Outlook as well. So let me just show you this. If I was to copy this and put it in this is what it'll look like in the email. So you see how it goes around the preloader, and then here's the buffer bar at the bottom, come up, and this is what's going to show up right inside of the email, and then bam, and there's that play button. So don't you think this is going to get a lot of clicks? The answer is yes, absolutely. We've tested it, and it does generate a lot more clicks. Let me show you that one more time. I'm going to close this, and I'm going to click on the preview. This is what's going to show up right inside of the email. And then here's, you see the buffer bar animation going like this. Looks like a real video right inside of an email. And bam, there's the play button. How cool is that? This is what's going to show up right inside of the email. And then here's, you see the buffer bar animation going like this. Looks like a real video right inside of an email. And bam, there's the play button. How cool is that?
Wasn't that friggin' awesome? Tell me that that's not going to explode your email and take it to a different level. But more importantly, every click represents another dollar in your bank account. Email Click Magnet. Get your copy now.
In order to get actual hard numbers that would prove what we had already been seeing informally, that using these email click magnets was increasing our click rate amazingly well. I wanted to just send out one, and then I sent out another one without this actual click magnet in it. So once again, when somebody first opened this email for the first time, this is what they saw. They saw this trying to load. They saw the bar at the bottom here actually loading up after the swirl. You can see that happening right now. And then they also saw, and this isn't even a moving video, so this is probably not even the best example, but they also saw this pop up at the end, that big arrow. And this did work very well in terms of conversions. I'll show you the numbers compared to the email that was identical to this but with just the link. Okay, so we're inside my Google account, and this is a link tracker inside Google. That's goo.gl. That's the way to track your links. And I have 415 clicks to my email that had the video in it, and only 298 with the email that did not have the video in it. And I split that evenly in one group in Aweber. So it was a split test 50-50, and it was 415 versus 298. So if we put 415 over 298 on the calculator, you could see that is a 39.2% increase in clicks. So we've had varying results, anywhere from 40% to 65%. This is actually the low end, believe it or not. So even if it's 39.2% increase, there we go, 1,392. So you'd actually be making almost $400 more on 1,000 sales. So that's $1,000 in sales. And if you are doing, of course, $1 per click in terms of your email, then it would be the same thing. You'd now have, instead of 1,000 clicks, you'd have 1,392 clicks. And instead of $1,000, you'd have $1,392. Now that is a big increase to an email marketer. Even if it's just 100 clicks and $100, or perhaps it's 100 clicks and you're getting $2 EPCs or $3 EPCs. In that case, you'd be increasing even more, triple the amount. So it would be, once again, 1.392 times, let's say, the $300 for 100 clicks. So now you'd be making $417 instead of $300 on a $3 EPC with 100 clicks. All right, so that is a big increase, and certainly nothing to sneeze at. I mean, $417 from 100 clicks is certainly something that you can achieve, because there's products out there, like products that we've put out, that do get $3 EPCs for affiliates, and that's a big increase. And it's on the conservative end of what we could achieve here. Now, just a little disclaimer, these results are based on our testing only, and we're not guaranteeing any income of any kind for any promotion using Email Click Magnet, because we can't legally. But obviously, having something that increases the number of clicks will most likely increase your number of sales.